feedback. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington football team. Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. We'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They go play action with Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans.
On the carry.
Alvin Kamara, 67 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Will Lutz on for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Makes the score Saints 7, Washington nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Stopped by Marcus Davenport.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this returnable for Harris. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Down at the 41.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 41, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
At the 34-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. Flushed out right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On play action. Haskins. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Buying time to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Haskins. It's caught. Nelson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. J.J. Nelson there to make the grab. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Stepping up, he'll try and run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Breeze now on first down. Now Breeze lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
27-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
You got him. You got him.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. at the 13-yard line.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 15. Check 15.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd down.
Ready? Get easy.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints add on to their lead. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Yeah, let's get set. Easy, opposite. Watch the slant.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's forced out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Opposite. 21.
They run it again with Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Taken down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. run here. It's Murray. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They run. It's Kamara. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
1 yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 38, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Stepping up, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their mobile, agile quarterback keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw again, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Here we go, D.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab in this NFC Championship bout. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. 1st down. From the gun, Haskins. Looking left sideline, incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to
so now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Saints 24, Washington 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
19 yards. First down, New Orleans.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Shedding the tackle, still on his feet. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Kamara with a carry on 1st down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.